And we are back, folks.
Yeah, and NPB is back. What up, guys? What up, Degens? It's been a while. I've been busy, man, but good to be back. Underrated here. We got second half of NPB season starting, so it should be exciting because we got interleague out of the way. We got a ton of data to go off of, and we can finish out the second half of the season strong, which we have been.
Yes.
For the All-Star, we had a great week of run, man. We were just like hitting every play, and it was just a good week. I don't know if you had time to look at the slate for him, but we'll just go quickly game by game. But it's pretty mid at first glance, man. We got the base stars at Giants. We got Quintero versus Spencer Howard. He's back. So he started the season pretty strong, man. Like, he was racking up Ks, and then I guess he got injured, and after his like third start, let's see, how many starts did he have? He only had 2. Yeah.
He only had 2 earlier? I thought he had more than 2. Okay.
Yeah, I remember he left the season early. Not a good K spot today. Base stars have not been King as much. I mean, all these teams are vulnerable to K. It's just they're in the lower tier that we don't like to attack with overs. Unders, I'm a little scared because he's fresh, man. Like, maybe you can look at his farm league, how he's been doing, and how deep he went his last start. But guys coming back fresh, usually their first start, they got the adrenaline going, man, and they're hyped and they do really well. And then it's like their second start back is when they really let down.
Hey.
They had that adrenaline dump in the first game.
Well, it was like you said earlier in the season, you were like, man, he's working on his K stuff. And I was like, what? No way, this guy? And then he came out with those 2 7s. And then look at the last 2 games. I'm looking here at his farm stats. His last 2 games on the farm league stuff, 18 batters and 19 batters, and he had 8 Ks back-to-back games. So looks like he's still getting those Ks. But he's only pitched 2 games, actually 3 games, 2 starts. His game before he came out of the bullpen, but only 4 innings the first time, 6 innings, and then 5 innings the last 2. But 8 and 8. So, but like you said, it's a tough matchup. So I don't know if you want to mess with that.
Yeah, I mean, and I think his strikeout prop is pretty fair at 5.5. I would have really considered it if they dropped it at 4.5.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think 5.5 is pretty fair, man. Like, first came back, and I mean, it's not the best matchup.
Fear Nothing's here.
What up, man? What up, Fear Nothing? Does he face pitchers? Central League? Is it Central League?
I always get confused for some reason.
Me too. I think it's Pacific, right?
Let me take a look at what he did. Oh, so he did. I realized, I didn't even realize before, he did face the base stars earlier, but that's so long ago. Yeah, it looks like he does face the pitcher in these matchups. So he'll face Old Man, huh?
Yeah, it is Central League. Sorry, I got it.
Kentara.
Yeah. He will
get Kentara. But 5.5, like you said, man, I think it's too high for his first game back, don't you? Especially with this team not K'ing lately.
Yeah, and I wouldn't take the under, because if he continues to rack up the strikeouts here,
you know what's cool that I could do too, so you can see a little bit of what I'm looking at too, is I can flip like this. Look at this. I don't know if you're too interested in this, but I like looking at the last 2 weeks just to kind of see where they're at, Yeah. But look at base stars there. They're in the middle. They're not really at the bottom like we thought. And what the heck is Rack doing at the bottom? You see that? 14% last 2 weeks.
They did that shit last year. They did the same thing. Like, they started the season off King, and then last year, towards the end, they were a team that just wasn't King. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to throw that up there because base star is actually in the middle there. But
it could be a function of the pitchers they face too in that 2 weeks. But
true.
that is a good
true.
thing to look at. That is important. Like usually, like I try to take it back like 15 games, which is like last 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
They give me 14 and 30, so figured. But yeah,
Okay.
definitely looking at the pitchers from the last few weeks is very important as well. But it's just kind of interesting to see.
Yeah.
But I don't know. 5.5 seems like right on the line. So
it does. And then let's talk about if you bring that screen back up, we got the Giants. Yeah. They've been up to the top. They've been in top 3 all season. They've hovered around top 3. Like they haven't changed at all.
Mm-hmm.
Their bats all season. We got about 25% K rate from Mr. Tyra. He faced them twice and had 4 Ks in both games. One time he was at home, other time he was on the road. Yeah, 515. I don't have it on here. The thing with him, the problem with him is like he can rack up the pitch count easily. Like he can. I've watched him have innings where he goes like 20 to 30 pitches in an inning, and that's why he just doesn't go that deep.
yeah.
Like you see a lot of these games, he's only going 5 innings. So yes, he has K stuff. He does try to get guys to chase and work outside the zone, but I just worry about his pitch count. So for that reason, I mean, I'll just stay away from the over, even though it's a great matchup. And for that reason, also being a great matchup, I don't want to mess with the under here either. Let's see what Vegas is saying about this game. 6 run total, 5 run total. It's an even money line between the two teams, minus 115. Minus 115 for the Bay Stars, minus 110 for the Giants. Our model's projecting like around the same, around a 6.5 run total and pretty even split. I mean, our model has the Giants 55% chance of winning, so it's pretty even, man. This is a coin toss in this game. I think. What do you think? This game is just a stay away overall.
Probably. I was looking at, as you were talking, I was looking at his pitch count, like you said, and they're pulling him kind of early. I mean, a few games ago he was at 87. The game before that he was at 72, and it's not like he really got rocked. They just pulled him. So we can't really count on him being out there, like you said, for 5 innings, 6 innings max, probably. So probably nothing for over.
No,
and you probably don't want to chance an under. Probably don't want to chance an under against the Giants either. They're strikeout
even though
kings.
He had 4. Yeah, he had 4 in both meetings, but like he's gonna face Spencer Howard. He'll be a free K, and like it just takes like one of the batters striking out multiple times, and he gets more than 4 this time. 3rd time facing him. And his fantasy is pretty fair at 30.5 with the 5 strikeout applied strikeout line, and then we haven't projected for 5.7 strikeouts. It's tight lines, man. I would just stay away from this game.
Yep. But the good part is we have 5 more, and Emerson baby gap shirts here.
What up, Emerson? What up, bro? All right, this game is interesting. We got Shigawa Yasunobu at home pitching for the Swallows, AOD's team, and he's going against the best pot, maybe arguably now is taken over as the best pitcher in NPB.
Best K guy, maybe. Don't know if he's the best. Like his ERA is kind of iffy.
Yeah, his ERA is iffy, but he's actually, I feel like he's improved it over the last. Yeah, look at his last stint, man. 1-0, 1-0, 2-2. That's really good for Saki, man.
Yeah,
he's been on a heater in terms of limiting the hits and the runs. He's averaging over.
What did he do
40.
this year? Did he just add a splitter more? Plant, given. I mean, he must have done something. He must see these guys going to MLB and saying, "I got to get my Ks up so people look at me" or something. Something's different.
He did. He, I think I was reading that he did add the using the splitter more, and then so I'm trying to
Starfall.
bring it. What else, Starfall? Trying to bring this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's got a 54% whiff rate on his splitter this year, and he's using it. Look at that, 24% of the time. Like that's his primary put away pitch because he's using the fastball, which he's always used. Like last year, that was his primary setup pitch, and yeah, he's setting up with the fastball and then mix it in the splitter. 54% whiff rate. It's pretty solid, man. But his line today, what is his line today?
7.5.
Wow, this is like old school, or not old school, but last year when we would get Ito and Imai at the 7.5.
I know. It sucks because he'll probably get 8 or 9, but man, those are such hard overs to do. We cuss ourselves out later if we take these overs. Usually, it seems like.
Yep. And
I wish we could alt. If only we could alt.
I know. I mean, let's look at his fantasy. But here's the scary part. Like he went this stretch game, 2 bad games in a row. A typical soccer game where he had 6 and 5 runs, and one of those it was against the Swallows at the Swallows, and that's where he's facing them today. But a couple weeks before that, he faced the Swallows at home and dropped a 16 pack on them, his season high, career high too, I remember. And then he faced them later in the season at home, 8 strikeouts, 0 runs, 3 hits, 46 fantasy. So limited sample size, obviously, for just one season. But what scares me is the home road split in this little series he has with the Swallows. The Swallows ballpark is the most hitter friendly NPB ballpark. I think it has like the shortest outfield, allowing the most home runs. Maybe that's what got him here in that game where he played at the Swallows, where he gave up 5 runs. That kind of makes me pause on the fantasy, but let's see what Vegas is saying. We got.
Yeah, I'm glad we have the fantasy now. We haven't streamed since fantasy's come back, and fantasy makes this so much more interesting.
It does for sure.
And Ayo's here to cheer on his Swallows.
Yeah, Swallows, Ayo. So this is weird. Okay. I mean, they're minus 225, as expected.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the run total. It's at 8. Is it all coming from? You see the team totals. Like, is it all?
Okugawa's not bad either. He's not good, but he's not bad.
He's not that bad. 8?
No, he's not that bad.
Gonna shove.
I mean, he's got us a few times earlier in the season when we tried to take his under, and he said, hold on. But
yeah,
it's like he said too about Hanchin, man. We always get scared of the Tigers. They always F us somehow.
They always F us, man.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be the Bunk Stars, now it's the Tigers.
Right.
But look at this. They got Tigers for 4.5. That's a lot, guys, for a team total for NPB. Because if you think about it, NPB, like a lot of these totals can get down to 5.5 for the entire game, right? And they got punching at 4.5. And Yak at only 2.5, minus 140 on the over. I mean, Yak and Orcs and Carp have the lowest team totals today at 2.5. What is Okugawa's fantasy? Is it did they set it too high because he has been doing well?
30.5.
Oh,
it's pretty high, huh?
It's pretty high. I mean, let's look at the first 5 team total.
Yeah.
I like to look at that because that includes it excludes the bullpen, right? So you just looking at this what the bookies think the starting pitcher is going to do.
You know what's going to be fun too is there's a lot of every single pitcher they have the outs for 18 and a half or over, and Underdog's been so weird. Late night they're going to give us them at 17 and a half for some unknown reason. There's some good ones for that.
A lot of people take the under, and then we jump on they zig, we bag.
Bro, if we could have streaks going, those would be perfect streak plays.
Oh yeah.
These guys
2.5.
They have him at 2.5. Okay.
That's the highest on first 5.
So they think he's going to get smacked. They think he's going to get smacked.
Him and the Fighters, yeah, they do.
And actually, if you look at his game log, I didn't realize he's been trashed the last 3 games. Garbage. They leave him out there, though, no matter what. That's the type of guy. Like, if they... This is one of those guys that they gave us at 17 and a half outs where, bro, he'd give up 7 runs and go 17 and a half. You can see it. They don't care. They're just like, stay out there, buddy.
Let's punish him.
But for under fantasy, maybe? I don't know. Maybe?
Do we have his earned run line on Prizepicks?
Good question. We do not. Saki only. Those bastards.
Okay. Yeah, the problem is just how deep he goes.
Yeah. And we know how the Tigers like to strike out. Sometimes.
They do.
It's weird with them. Like, look at here. Where are they at? 22.2. I mean, they're in the top 5. But sometimes they just decide, we're just going to give you 8 Ks today. That's the only scary thing. But I like the fact that that you looked at his first 5 at 2.5 runs. And now that I'm learning fantasy a little bit more, I know if he gives up 3-4 runs, it's going to be really hard for him to get 30 fantasy.
Oh, yeah. Like, if he gives up 4, he's absolutely staying under because he won't get the quality start. It's the quality start I worry about, like, because then that adds on the 4 points, and then you get the 18 for the outs. It puts him at 22.
Yeah.
Just, like, right there off the rip, so... I think it's worth a shot, though. We'll see how many good plays we come up with. I think the under 30.5. Because what's his strikeout line? Is it 5 flat? I'm guessing.
I think it is 5 flat on Prizepicks, 5.5 on Underdog. Underdog finally has him up. But yeah, 5 flat.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly like what Kentaro Tyra is at, right? He's at 5 flat, 5.5 on Underdog, and he's at 30.5 fantasy as well. But he has a much easier matchup, and the lines favor him more on his fantasy. So I bet his fantasy. I think his fantasy line should be like 28.5, 29.5. I bet it'll get bumped down by the end of the night. We'll see.
Okay, so it's not a smash, little lean.
What do you think? I would consider his hits. It was 5.5, but
the one thing that makes me like to lean in a little more is that I always remind ourselves that these guys suck, and that 2.5 for the first 5 is kind of interesting. I mean, you've been showing me that the last few weeks with this. When we look at the first 5 with 2.5 runs, usually they get rocked.
They do. They do. I mean, it's not like 100%. Obviously, nothing's 100%, but it's definitely more than 60%, right? Like it's pretty. The bookies know like what's going on. They know the pitcher. So, and the edge we get with the fantasy here is that Prizepicks will drop a lot of times. Will drop the fantasy lines before the books drop the game lines, and that's just ridiculous.
That's telling.
I couldn't imagine MLB doing that.
I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if Prizepicks or whoever's doing these lines know what the bookie lines are before they even come out, though. You know, like somehow they have.
They might. I think what they're doing is they're just calculating. They're saying, okay, their strikeout line is this, their outs line is this, and they're just saying, and they're just taking that in consideration, and they're just
throwing the fantasy up,
tallying that up, right? Like, okay, he goes 18 innings.
Yeah. Well, shit.
And he gets 5 strikeouts. That's 15. That's 33 fantasy, and you play him for like 1-2 earned run. That's how I think of it.
If that's how they're doing it, that's a big reason why our account balances are up for these fantasy lines being here. Because that's a huge advantage.
Yeah. But I might be wrong. They might have him earlier, like you said. But okay, I'll write this down as a go back and look into more possible lean. We'll see how much stuff we got, but
yeah. See what else we got.
Oh, here we go. We got Naruto versus our favorite Dakota.
Our 2 faves in one game.
Yeah, but in opposite direction. We like Dakota's our fave to pick on. But I can't pick on him today. Not against Shinichi. Shinichi is the team where I do not take under.
Are you seeing this number here? 26%. I haven't even ever seen a team at 26% in the last 14 days. Crazy, that's more than 1 every 4 guy up to the plate, regardless of the pitcher. I'm striking out. Jeez.
Bro, I mean, am I crazy? I mean, you're gonna hate me for this, but like,
here we go.
What's his fantasy line at? Dude?
Oh shit, 28.5.
Oh, I would have considered it if it was like 26.5.
I don't hate it. I mean, if it makes sense, I don't really hate anything. I think it's funny. I think it's funny cheering for people that we hate sometimes.
That's true. Let's see what Vegas thinks on this game. They got Dragons as slight favorites. They're respecting Haruto here, -120.
Bro. He balled last game. I'm so happy for him. It's like he came back. He said, man, I can't believe they put me in the minors. Are you kidding me? Do you know who I am? He said, give me the ball. Bro, the way he catches the ball when the catcher throws it back to him just makes you know how mad he is. He catches the ball. He just throws his glove at the ball, catches it. I'm ready to pitch. Hurry up. He's now, bro, I bet he's so excited.
Oh, yeah. For sure, because he's back. 6.5 run total, about average, and then our model is actually projecting Hiroshima to win.
What?
5% chance.
Don't make me jump in that model. Tell that model something.
I could see it. I mean, it just with how bad like Shinichi bats are. Like if Naruto doesn't get any run support, and then he leaves the game and they get to the bullpen. Shinichi's bullpen's pretty bad. Like I can see the Carp squeaking by. They do play better at home. Although I can't. I don't know, guys. If I have it in me to back Dakota, unless Underrated talks me into it, but he is bad, like bad.
Yeah.
Like what are they? So are the Carp though. Like Carp are batting 222. Dragons third.
It makes me be like, what's the under first 5 here? Almost. It's just the only thing about first 5 is Haruto. Sometimes, man. Sometimes he just comes out. He just can't find the strike zone, and it pisses me off. It's the only thing. His ERA is 4.38. That is disgusting. He's better than that, man. 2-6. Well, he doesn't get any bats to help him, but
he has no help.
Yeah.
No help. Yeah, I mean, I would lean Nerfy if Degens out there that like Nerfy plays. Our model likes it too, 51.6%. I would lean that, and I would say, I would lean the under, just how bad those bats are.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Dakota, we noticed over the years with him is he tends to start games off strong, and then he'll die by like the 4th inning.
Yeah, because he's so old, or he looks old. I don't know if he plays old,
and then he tends to get rocked later in the game. So maybe if you do like a the first 5 or first half.
Tell you this, bro. The first 5 is at 4.5. I mean, whenever I think of NPB, it hasn't really worked as much this year. But I'm like, 5 innings. They just got to score under 5 runs with these loser bats.
Yeah.
Like, this seems like a win.
Yeah.
I don't hate the under 4.5 first 5 minus 200. I really don't.
Okay, I'll write it down. Consideration.
It feels pretty good.
Yeah, pitchers are fresh coming off the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing to take consideration coming out of All-Star break is that the bullpens are all fresh. So if a pitcher is fucking off, and they're more likely to get pulled early because the bullpens are so fresh. I'm looking at the wrong game here. Let's see. Dragons
4.
52%. 52% to go under. It's favoring the under.
What if you put the line at 4.5? What does that do? Does that change it, or is that the same? Oh.
Yeah, nice. Because like it's projecting for 4, and then so here you can set what the line is. Yep.
Right. And then they're paying us minus 205. It's not the best as far as value, but my brain has a personal lean towards that, so I'll probably want to play it.
I'm with you. Now let's talk Dakota. We already said like
fantasy.
You consider the over if we just have a biased view of him. Like I said, he can't get rocked later in the game. But he is at home, and he is facing the Dragons, who you can take overs against any day. But it's Dakota. But now the tricky one here is Haruto. How good he looked last game. It's a Carp who are not hitting, right? Like, so can we consider Haruto's fantasy here? What is it at?
30.5.
Now, see, this doesn't make sense to me. He's at 6 flat strikeout prob, but his line is really 6.5. And they have him at 30.5, and then all these other guys, like Tyra is at 5.5, and
do you think it has? I was thinking this before you said that, so maybe it's this. Just Chinichi's bats are so bad they can't help him get the win. Even maybe, you know what I mean?
But but Tyra, he's also like only a slight favorite in his game too. Let's see. Let's look at the team totals. First 5, we got.
They like him.
Carp.
They like Haruto. They think he's going to do all right. I say minus 135. Yeah, 1.5 minus 135 on the under.
That's good.
And then other dude is 1.5 minus 115 on both sides. That's what's funny. It's like we can bet the 4.5 under first 5, and they have the first 5 sitting there at looking like 3 or under even. You could even these are the kind of things. It's like the more I do this, the more value part comes into play. Where it's like.
Right.
We could even bet just the 3.5 and just, minus 125, not even do anything but play that. Don't stack it or anything. For one run, it might be worth it.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think with the Carp, they can be annoying where they don't strike out, but they just get a lot of ground outs. So I don't know how you feel. If I was going to back Haruto, I would just go with the fantasy instead of the Ks. But the Ks... being that the Ks are 6, and if he was 5.5 again, which is what we got when he came back, I would be all over it. But the 6, I feel like he's kind of pushing it.
Yep, I agree.
Being that Carp, which they are batting, or they're in the bottom 5, like 17.8%. But they're not hitting. They're not hitting at all. I mean, like we just looked at this. They're dead last in batting average on the season at least, batting 222.
Yeah, they're pretty low.
4 in walk rate.
Yeah. Last couple weeks, if you care about the last couple weeks, they're a little higher than that. They're at 246. They're like around 5th worst. So they're not bottom dead last, but yeah, they. I can't say I love it just because the way the Carp are sometimes. Sometimes they just don't strike out as much as we want them to. And I think Haruto needs Ks for his fantasy. Because his team might do nothing. And then Dakota might, get a 2-1 win and mess us up.
Right.
I don't know, man. Fantasy's hard to say over on any of these guys. I want to find unders, to be honest. 30.5, he got 49 last time, but he murdered the Swallows.
Saki would probably do the same.
Yeah.
First game of the season, which you get, I mean, you got to take it as super grain of salt. I mean, he went 8 innings against Carp, 9 strikeouts, 55 fantasy.
Whew.
But recently, right before he went back down to the farm, he got blown up. But something was going on with him, obviously, and that's why they sent him back down to the farm, readjust, regroup. Yeah. And it looks like it helped. But yeah, this stint of games, something was up with him. So I'm not going to hold that to him, but yeah.
I feel like I'd lean his over just like I'd lean Okugawa's under, but because I like unders more, I'd probably think Okugawa has a better shot to win. Because unders always, you know.
What's his is his outs at 18.5?
Mm-hmm. And when they flip to 17.5 on the other site, I'm all in. Or at least $25 before they bump it.
And he was at his first game back, he went 720. I don't have 720. Why didn't it record? It didn't record that game.
Which one?
And it's missing that game. I was trying to see how many pitches he went.
Oh, Haruto?
Yeah, and in that first game back against the Swallows.
Haruto! He went 8 innings. Let me look real quick. Let's see.
He just, like, this season he's not... He wasn't going as deep as he normally does. Like, they would just leave him out there last couple seasons, but this season...
He only went 95 after 8. That's weird because you would think they'd leave him in for the complete game. Let's see.
I know. So they're taking it easy with him, man. They don't. It seems like they just don't want to push him that hard. Okay, that's that.
Which is weird because he used to go 130.
I know.
This is fun that I can just take little snapshots and throw them on the screen now. Look.
Yeah.
Look at him.
That helps.
Look at him.
Look at him. He's always so happy.
He's the man.
Marines at Fighters.
All right.
Got going against Tatsu. Tatsu at home. Tatsu, I'm pretty sure he's always owned Lachi, hasn't he? Let's see. I know last year he did.
Man, remember when he came in the league and just balled out on us and we tried to take his under? He said, "Nah, guys."
Yeah. But this is weird. Like, so they moved him to the bullpen in mid-June. Like, see, this is all bullpen games.
That's super weird.
So he's been in the reliever for a month now, and now he's back as a starter after All-Star break. Yeah. I assume they did that to, since he's so young, they want to limit his innings pitch. You see that in MLB all the time too. They don't want to run up the innings because those young guys, they burn out fast. And I think that definitely happened to him at the end of last season too. So it's probably they're just limiting the innings. It's kind of interesting though. I want to see if I can find any news reports. I'll write this down. Like, if there's find anything on his pitch count or if they're going to limit him today.
Yeah, I mean, did he go through a really bad streak here? Because he was one of the top guys, and all of a sudden,
no, I think they're just limiting his innings.
Really, not because he was shit, huh? Let's see.
I don't think so, but I'll confirm that. But that's usually what happens. Like, if they because they want you to keep pitching.
I will say though, bro, sorry to cut you. I was just looking at this game log. Like, he had a really bad start to the season. Like, really. He gave up, second game, he gave up 3 runs, then he gave up 3 runs, then he gave up 3 runs, then he gave up 5 runs, then he gave up 4 runs, and then they were like, bruh, you're about to be a reliever. I think that has to have something to do with it. Because if he would come out there and was his old self, I feel like, you know, maybe they'd still have him be a starter.
That could be it. Okay, well, I'll try to dig up the news and find articles on why.
Okay. It looks like, and this is what I noticed too, which is fun. So he went to the farm and he was a reliever the whole time, right? You don't see those stats, but I'm looking here. He was a reliever in the league. Oh, I'm sorry. I
saw him out there. Yeah, I saw him out there.
He was Yeah. So he went down to the farm though after he sucked, and then he played 3 games as a reliever, and then they brought him back up, and then he stayed reliever like you're seeing there, and his last game was on the farm, and they stretched him out to start now again because that's what I was noticing before. They gave him his little 4 2/3 on the farm, right? And now he's ready to start in NPB. So this is first game. This might be interesting. They might not give him that long leash.
That's what I'm thinking. But do we not have lines for him?
Oh. I thought I saw his name. Maybe not.
Or is the model glitching? I don't see him on
No, you're right. We don't. Wow, that's crazy.
They're smart. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see what Underdog does. Maybe.
Nope.
Never
I'm
know.
looking at it. It's not there. He's not there.
Oh, Underdog's already up. Okay.
Yep. Oh well.
Okay.
Well. The other dude though, what's up with Kawamura?
What is 10% K rate?
Yeah, he sucks. But the weird thing is, last game he went 8 1/3 against Oryx. He only had 3 Ks though.
But look at it. He had 2 straight games at 5 innings of 0 Ks.
Yeah. Yes.
Look how disgusting his metrics are. 10% K rate, 25% chase, and 91.9%.
This was the guy when you were in Tahoe. They had his Ks at 4.5.
Oh my god, that would have been a nuke.
We went under, and then it bumped in like 5 seconds, so barely anybody got it. It might have been a 3.5. I could be lying. It might have been a 3.5. It was.
It's 4.5 today.
No, he can't be. There's no way they have his under available. Let's look. No way.
It's a goblin, right?
Yeah.
It's got a goblin.
Yep.
Is it?
But yes, it is. They have his fantasy though, and it's a scary matchup for him. He could get blasted.
It is a scary matchup. Fighters are 2.5 team total.
Ooh, let's look at his. Oh yeah, bro, that might be a good under.
But if he goes deep, man, and he's just sitting there just getting ground out after ground out, and he's just eating innings, like what's his fantasy line?
26.5.
So if he just goes like 7 innings, gets a quality start, that's 25 fantasy right there, right? So then
I think they're gonna eat him alive. He's gonna run away after this game. He's gonna cry. He's gonna no crying in baseball.
Okay, he's gone over this line 3 out of his 6 games started. Against the Fighters, he had 9 fantasy and 12.
Look at him the first time he faced him. He had to face right from the farm. He faced him first time, gave up 9 hits, 6 runs. They were like, "Get out of here, bro."
And that was at the Fighters, which he's at tonight. Yeah, man. With like soft contact races like this, you don't have K upside. I think you gotta take a shot on the fantasy under, bro. Like,
yeah, I like it. It's something else we can do against him, because if they're not going to give us his Ks under.
Let me look at the lines real quick. It's
Fighters have been better about K'ing too.
They have been 8 run apply total. That's really high, and then
he's about to get cracked. Oh man, can Tatsu bring his old self back? It's like him and Haruto trying to.
Or do you just pull him if he's not like that? That manager is not fucking around anymore.
Yeah, true. Very
2.5. 2.5 -1 slight juice on the under, but
get this dude out of here.
Put this in perspective. Like most of the teams' first 5 are like always like 1.5. Even if it's a team they think is going to do well, they'll put it at 1.5 and put it like -140, -135, -140 on the over 1.5. So when you see like 2.5, that's usually a really big indicator. And then especially that Hanshin, they're not only are they, because usually if they put it at 2.5, they'll put either slight juice or heavy juice on the under 2.5. But Hanshin is just money line. It's like So I mean, I'm with it, man.
This is my favorite play so far, I will say.
Does he have an outside?
Yeah, a freaking, what's it called? Demon, the other thing. Goblin, 17.5. Loser.
Okay, so that's good. They're not the books wherever they get these lines from. They're not implying him to go
Like, who in their right
7
mind
plus.
is taking his 17.5 for
Yeah.
a crappy payout? Oh my gosh. Terrible. Yeah, I
They
like
just
his
do that
under
to
though.
block. They just
Yeah.
do that to block you from unders.
Right,
Stupid.
right. Of course, these bastards. But his under fantasy,
Well-
I feel like that's my favorite play so far.
I would agree with you on that. I just worry that Prizepicks will make it a goblin sometime soon.
No. Do they do that? I haven't seen them do that, I don't think.
Sometimes they do, and then sometimes they'll do they'll do the reverse, where we get guys that like him who stay or goblin all day long.
Yeah.
And then we're like an hour before the game start, or 1 or 2 hours before the game start, they'll release the goblin.
Yeah.
And then they'll put it at a regular line.
Release the goblin. Yeah, they do. They do. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just be staring at this guy
So look
like,
out for that.
please, please give us this guy's under. Yeah, but I think under fantasy is great. Obviously, the under strikeouts would be the best, but
Yeah.
what if they release that one and we
Come on,
can go under 4.5? Yeah, right. That
Oh
would
my
be
God.
such a smash. Okay, well, that's a cool one. I like that.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to Hawks and Eagles. We got Tyga. I'm not too familiar with this guy, man. I haven't watched him this year. Oh, because he opened as a reliever.
Mhm.
Okay. He was a reliever all season long. Jeez. Okay. And then
Yeah. We
Started
took
last
his under when you were in Tahoe, actually, and he was at 5.5, and he got 5. So it was weird. His lines are moving 4.5 to 5.5 all night. So
is
he's
he
a
5.5
weird.
today?
He is on underdog. Oh, he's 5.5 on both, actually.
Can we consider the under if Frack's not king?
Yes,
I just kind of worry. He does have K stuff though. It looks
he does.
Like, man.
He's decent. He's decent. Why was there was a reason why? Let me try to refresh my memory. Why we liked his under last time? I want to say,
Is that facing Sabu?
yeah. Well, that's a big one. Rack at 14% lately is crazy. Maybe we should pull up who they've pitched against to kind of really help us. But I think I actually have a list somewhere. Let me try to find that while you're looking at other stuff.
Okay. Man. Yeah. I just don't know much about him. I've never seen him pitch, so I can't make a definitive call. I can't say yeah, this is
Yeah.
lock, go with it. But just based on the metrics, we don't have much sample size. He's for a starter, being a starter, but 21% K rate and a 5.5 K line on the road against a team that's not K'ing much. Oh yeah, I would lean the under, but it would just be a lean for me personally because I've never watched him.
Yeah. 21%, like you said, he does have K stuff. I think we need to look into Rack closer about why they haven't been K'ing lately, maybe. Kind of think about it after the stream.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
should.
cool thing about MPB. We have all night to figure it out.
Yeah. And then Hayakawa, he's in a good spot here. SoftBank still Ks, and
Yeah.
let's see, what are they at?
He's been surprisingly solid. Surprisingly solid.
Except that Lati game, Jesus, 10 hits. That's
Yeah.
Lati owns him, man. Lati is the team that he faced last year, and we were all over his over, and we streaked it and everything, and they just beat him up. Lati beats him up.
He's a man-witch.
Yeah. This is his 4th time facing the Hawks this season. First game 9, second 6, and then most recent on the road, he had 4.
26.5% K rate this season. He's
What's his line? Yeah. So I would never play Hayakawa at 6 or 6.5, bro. Like we were getting him last year. We were getting him at 4.5, and then the highest he would get was 5.5. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, what about the fantasy?
I was gonna say, can I interest you in a under 6.5? Can't really go under him either. 6.5 is quite high though. But yeah, probably
It is,
pass.
but he has a ceiling. Like he
Yes.
has it in him.
Yes.
Um, it's just kind of interesting. We have a fantasy line for Kaiga too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the game. Let's look at the game lines for this game.
And that Tyga dude's fantasy is pretty high.
It's
31
pretty high.
and a half.
But the bookies aren't screaming like Hawks are going to dominate. Because the first 5 money line is only minus 125 for the Hawks. Their first 5 runs typical like 1.5, and then it's like minus 140. So it's pretty much like a coin flip, I think, for like if they rock him or not.
Yeah.
And like I said, I haven't seen him pitch, so I don't know. I don't know if he's like what kind of pitches he uses and his style. So maybe it's just we get free data in less than today on the back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They both look like stayaways with their lines. They just seem normal. It's just nothing standing out.
Unless we go back later today and we see the pitchers that Rack face, and if they face like K guys, good high K rate guys, like 25% K rate guys, and they're not striking out, then I'd consider it. Then maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from that? You good?
Yeah. No, I think nothing standing out. Like you said, we'll look at the guys they face later.
Okay. Last game on the slate: Buffaloes versus Cebu Lions. We got Naruki Terashiti. I call him Terashiti.
Crappy.
And then we got Churio.
Man,
You like Churio?
Cheerio, man. Sometimes he looks like one of the best pitchers in the league.
He's so weird like that, man. Like he can K when he wants to, but a lot of times he doesn't want to. He just wants to get out.
I know. It's crazy that he's like that because he's still at 23 point something percent K rate. And so he did get blasted his last game, but that is the Fighters. They are gangster like that.
They are.
Yeah, his Ks are all over the place. This makes it tough. I will say his line is low though for him.
Bro,
5.
yeah.
Oryx.
Their team total first 5 is 1.5 minus 140 and under, and their team total for the game was 2.5 with juice on the under. They think we've seen that like Smina's gonna hold it down, and Oryx is, we've seen Oryx do just like absolutely nothing in some games, but pop out, ground out.
Right, but will they K?
They won't K, but I'm thinking like, what is his outs at?
Uh, 18.5, I think.
Maybe 20.5. Okay. No.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
His fantasy is low though. Like it's low for what the lines are saying, right? Like he has a 20.5 outs line. His Oryx's team total is 1.5 first 5. Juice on the under, and he's only 32.5 fantasies. Like put that in perspective. Like, his fantasy is only 2 higher than Okugawa. And Okugawa is at the same K line. So like, I think what I would do is like take his over fantasy and under strikeouts. I think like both could hit, and if not, then the hedge will work. And then it's turned to a hedge play, essentially.
His Ks are 5.5 on Underdog too.
Yeah, so do the over fantasy on Prizepicks and the under Ks on Underdog. I think that's maybe the way to approach him.
Maybe.
Let's see. Cebu, they are minus 166.
What's
first 5 favorite.
What's his history with Oryx?
Let's look. He just recently faced him on the road, though. He's at home today. On the road, he had 4 strikeouts, 5 hits, 3 runs.
Look at the one before.
on the road again.
Murder.
Pitch.
He said, Oryx, are you Oryx or are you Shinichi?
Right. And then at home, he went 7 innings, 5 strikeouts, 7 hits, 1 run, 37 fantasy. I bet he won that game, so 43 fantasy.
Bennett's here. He says, so glad to have the streams back. What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. Sorry, man. We've been missing you guys. It's just life, man. Busy. Try to get on when we can.
And YouTube. And
YouTube shut us down for like 3 weeks. So
yeah.
Man, I mean, what do you think, guys? Let's see what the model says on the game line.
I personally like his over. I like him more than most pitchers in this league.
I will say that. I was gonna say, you only have positive things to usually say about him.
Yeah, I don't hate him. I don't hate him too much because when he doesn't do what we want, it's just like he's pitching for Ks. I mean, he's not pitching for Ks. How can we be mad at him? He's trying to win.
But that's why he's a fantasy kind of guy. He's kind of like a Karabashi guy. That's what
I was gonna say, bro. Maybe over fantasy, I would lean not even touch the Ks, but it does make sense what you're saying. You know me though. I always try to be as simple as possible and not spread out as much as you. But that's just my style. I like leaning into one way, so I don't confuse myself.
I'm with you. Okay, so I like it, guys. I mean, the model loves the Lions the most. At almost 60% win probability. All the other teams are like around 55.
Oh, because Tyrannishi's on the other side. Trash can. I was going to ask you off stream, but since we're here, how you made this site and how dope it looks, like all the colors and just the way it looks is just fun to look at. I have a fantasy football league coming up, and I have this crappiest skin, they call it, and you can pick from skins, and they're trash. But they have like a CSS thing, and it's like you can kind of. I think that Claude that you know how to deal with, maybe, I don't know. I know you don't have much time, anyways, but it might be an easy thing to be like, bro, you should see the way our league looks. Oh my gosh, the website looks like from 2005.
Send me the instructions or like the template or whatever. If I can't do it like on using like AR Claude, I can do it on Illustrator.
That would be so sick. Yeah, all right, anyways, I just looked at that screen like, damn, that shit looks dope. Yeah. I hate money lines, but I don't see how they would lose this game. Famous last words. And same with Hanshin. With Saki.
Yeah. I think I think I agree. I don't take the money line because what's the juice like? Minus
terrible. Oh, it's not that bad.
It'll probably go up even by the end of the night. So I'll do it by just backing Sumida on the fantasy, I think, man.
Yep. I like it. I do like him. I think worst case, he doesn't get as many Ks as we want, and he still can get over that fantasy, like you said. I just don't know, man. He might come out and get 8 Ks like he did before. But I don't know. I'll go either way with you if you want to roll with the under 5.5 also. On Underdog.
I think I will, man. I think I will.
Do it. Let's do it.
And then, so right now, guys, we went through everything. We have a bunch of leans in the sense that, like, not fully confident. I think our only confident play was the under 26.5 fantasy for Kawamura, the Lati pitcher.
Yeah.
Let's see what the model spits out.
Look how fun this is. You can just throw it on the screen. Boom, there he is. Because people go, who? Kawa, who? What? Who is it again?
That's a good idea. That's dope. It likes it's leaning Sumida, man. Like Sumida.
It's leaning Sumida. Oh man, I don't want to go under him. But I do because I want you because you have that vibe. I don't want to take that away.
Yeah. Okay. We don't have to.
No. This is where we'll think about it. How about we'll think about it?
All right. This is weird. No. We don't have a fantasy line for Naruki.
Probably not. Let's see.
That would have been money.
He sucks. He sucks. We have nothing for him. Oh wait, do we have his Ks? Nope. They just act like he doesn't exist.
Yeah, dude, Samita should get the win easy here, guys.
Hey, don't say I like money lines, but Hanshin and Cebu plus 124, or yeah, plus 124. Saki, big Saki and big Samita. Hey, look at there.
I like it.
Look at there.
Let's do it. First 5 money line? Or
first 5. No, I just did normal. We can try to look at first 5. Would you rather look at that? Let's see. First 5. What do they got for us?
Plus 126 on DK if you take both their money line.
For first 5?
Full game. No, full game.
Oh,
see
full
what,
game.
if you do first. See if you do first 5.
That's crazy. Bovada's letting me do first 5 and... What the heck? Can you do this? This must be a new thing. They're letting me take first 5 and full game together. And they're giving me minus 159. What the heck? Is that a normal thing? Can you do that on DraftKings?
I tried that.
They
I
just updated the site. And now it says SGP, and so they're giving us that option. That's crazy. Think about that, though. You can go
like
with...
that for MPB.
Huh?
I like that for MPB because, like, if you have a good starter and he's going to go, like, 8 innings most of the game anyway, you can just, like, you're just stacking on and improving the juice,
I wonder if you do the... They're not just throwing it out there like they're stupid. They must have done the background stats and figured it out. Let's stick to our guns for now. Okay, let's look at the first 5. Minus 205 for fighters.
It's plus 133 in DraftKings, so you're getting a little bit better odds. It's 133 versus, what did I say, 125, 126? It's not like much, but...
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like... Sometimes... I kind of like... I know the bullpen can mess it up a lot. But... Sometimes I like just having the extra innings for them to go 6, 7 and get the bad luck out of the way. Sometimes you get that extra chance.
Yeah, I agree. Because, you can just where they don't score at all and then they open it up in the 6 or 7.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So we'll do our official game line slip for tonight will be full game money line.
This is kind of getting me. If they're letting me take the first 5 money line and the full game money line for Cebu, and they're giving me minus 130. It just feels good, doesn't it? Just seem like seems like that's got a good shot to hit. And you don't need 2 teams to do what you think. You only need 1. With the good pitcher against the shit pitcher, it's like, man. And they're at home.
I'd rather parlay just a single game than
maybe, huh?
Shoot. You need 2 different outcomes to happen, but with that method, you only need just 1 outcome, and it's either going to hit or not.
Yeah, dude. J. Cole's here. What's up, bro?
What's up, J. Cole? And then the other, so we got to play on the screen the taquitos, Takis. And then I guess if we wanted to create like official 2-pick on Prizepicks, do you want to just do the Samita over fantasy with them? Or
we have either that or Okagawa under, but I think, man, that's hard because one's an under.
Well, I mean, we can just do 2 slips, right? We can do the Okagawa under with him do the double under, and then we can do one with Samita over, and or we can round robin even too. We just have the 3 plays and round robin them.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, like even if you flex them, it's basically the same as round robin, but I don't like flexing just because it doesn't look good when you have a red part on your screen. I'd rather have a 2-pick hit and break even than have a 2 out of 3 hit and break even.
I feel you, but that does save you a lot of work and time.
It does.
Like three 2-picks.
I just feel like a pussy saying I'm flexing.
I know.
Oh, well.
And then our other leans were Taiga under 5.5 Ks on Underdog, and
you had Samita under 5.5 maybe.
Yeah, maybe on underdog. It's somewhat of a hedge, but also just kind of a middle bet too. Because like you saw his last time he faced them, or 2 games ago matchup, he had 5 Ks, but he had a ton of fantasy against them. Um, oh no, it's this game. I'm thinking of like against the Fighters, he had 5 strikeouts, 7 innings, but he still got 40 fantasy. Yeah. And then the other one would be Haruto over fantasy, but that's like a super lean man because he could just. We've only seen him 1 game back, and he might be on a short leash if he starts messing up. And then if you have the guts and glory to willing to try Dakota over 28.5 fantasy just because it's Chinichi, but it's also Dakota, man. So I will say this: if Haruto is pitching well and he's going 6, 7 innings, then and same with Dakota. Dakota will get to pitch against Haruto twice, and Haruto will definitely strike out, man. So sometimes he doesn't even try to swing and he just laughs when he's batting. Have you seen him do that? Underrated.
Who's that? Samita?
Haruto. Haruto.
Oh yeah,
When
he's always laughing.
He's laughing when he's batting, and he'll just eat the K. So that Dakota could get like 2 free Ks from him.
Yeah.
So I mean, the 28.5 fantasy. If I wasn't biased, I would consider it. But what's his K line? It is
We're so
4.
I'm typing this up for the Discord. Are we round robining those 3, or do we want to play that one as our main? We want to round robin. Okay.
Because I think we just only had one main play, so it makes sense to round robin, right? All the other ones feel pretty.
Well, if we round robin, then that's kind of not defeating the purpose of having a good one. If we want to make that the main, we'd just say him and Samita, and then him and Okugawa. 2 different 2 picks.
Let's just do that then.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
just do that then.
I'm feeling that too. All right.
Yeah. Dakota's 4.5 strikeouts. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Can't trust
It would be the fantasy. It would be the fantasy over nothing. Yeah, that's it, guys. KBO, real quick before we get out of here. I got everything pulled up here. And you guys, if you're not part of our Discord, first time seeing this, all this is available. All these models and projections are available. If you join our group and you get access to our Discord and then access to these models here that are you can access on your phone or on the web page or your desktop browser as well.
And it's dope. And oh my gosh, you can actually follow the pitchers if you're up at 4 a.m. So much better than any other site.
Thank you for reminding me on that. We have a live box score now and it updates every 60 seconds, or you can manually hit refresh, and it shows like who's currently pitching, what inning, who's winning, how many pitches they've thrown, how many strikeouts they have, and it has like what their projected and K lines are, and it'll turn green when they go over their projected line or K line, and then and then it shows you obviously like when they check out of the game, so you know if they're still pitching or not. Because right now, like with Google not having their box score anymore, it's such a pain. You have to go to the Japanese sites, do the translation, and a lot of sites are janky, and the browsers are really slow.
So bad.
They're really